The Wolf's Follower by Wolf and Elizabeth. Chapter 1. Dreams and Secrets. I sat staring at the passing world around me, tears rolling down my cheeks and falling into my lap. I was moving further and further away from my old home in London and all my friends. I looked through my tears at the sun as it set below the horizon, turning the sky red, pink, and orange. Tearing my eyes away, I brushed away my tears and shifted in my car seat. My brother was asleep next to me, his headphones still on. I put my head against the window and tried to drift off too. After a few tries, I finally went to sleep. Suddenly, after being thrown forward in my seat, I awoke with a jolt. In confusion, I checked the time on my watch. It was 15 minutes to 5 in the afternoon, and we were pulling up to a cozy-looking cottage. There were flowers growing in neat pots outside the windows, and the ivy on the fence had been cut back. The car stopped, and my brother Max leapt out laughing. I smiled at his enthusiasm. At least one of us was hopeful for this new change. "Are you all right, Alice?" My mother's voice came from behind me. I turned to face her and nodded. "Yeah, I'm fine," I lied. She just looked at me and then seemed to accept the answer I had given her. She offered me her hand. "Come on now, I'll show you around." She smiled as I put my hand in hers and we walked inside. She showed me the kitchen and her room. Walking through the place, I couldn't help but think how clean the place was. There were 2 empty rooms upstairs, and being the little ball of energy he is, Max jumped into one of the rooms instantly. I looked at my mum and she nodded at me. I walked into my new room, heaving my heavy backpack and suitcases along with me. I looked around at the room with a bare bed and nothing on the walls. Quickly, I brought out my phone and put on some music as I started to unpack. I pulled out my posters first and put them up. Next, I put my clothes in the wardrobe. After that, I got my favorite blue and green bed sheets and put them onto my bed. I hung up a pair of red curtains on the window and looked around the room. I put my hair bands and things onto a small dresser and went down the hall to put my toiletries into the bathroom. I walked back into my room and pulled out my sketchbook and pens. Slowly, I looked around for a place to put it. I thought for a moment, and then I noticed a desk to one of the sides of the room. I pushed it in front of the window and put my drawing things on it. Put up my laptop and a drawing tablet. Then I laid those down on the desk too. Yawning, I checked the time. It was 25 minutes past 10. There was school tomorrow, so I changed into my red pajamas. I stood for a moment staring at myself in the mirror. This is what I saw staring back at me. A girl who was tall with long brown hair and pale skin, as well as her gray eyes piercing all the lies and truths of the world. I saw me staring back, and I wondered what tomorrow would bring. I turned around and switched off all the lights, crawling into my bed. I shut my eyes thinking, would it be good or bad? Either way, it was going to be a day to remember.